What's going on, y'all? It's B Hill, and let me share with you how to live an affirmed life.
Stay up, counting all the way up, counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up.
Alright, y'all, welcome to the first episode of Affirmed Livin. I'm gonna split this topic into a few videos. So today, I'll talk about my beliefs of living an affirmed existence, and in the next video, the ways in which I live out those beliefs. As a recap, one of the main pillars of affirmed living is tapping into your full power and agency of living authentically, all while having a faith-filled life. Using myself as an example, my race, non-binary gender identity, orientation does not exclude me from favor, grace, blessings, joy, peace, and love. And because of my lived experience, that's the perspective that I speak from. However, overall, for anyone who's watching, what I hope that you take away from this video is upon your creation, you were already affirmed. Let's get into 4 core beliefs of how I know I am affirmed. I'll talk about what is the belief, what it means, examples of how it manifests in my life, and also mixing in how I got to this place. So let's kick it off with Godfidence. God did not create me to condemn me. See, what I know is there's a lot of hateful rhetoric, folks sitting in a space of self-righteousness, people putting themselves on pedestals, creating these really fake, non-existent superiority systems that they place themselves in. And particularly when you are a person with similar experiences as me, living in intersectionality, we can deal with things like imposter syndrome. We can deal with things that make us feel that we quite don't measure up, make us feel like we are not worthy. When while I know we navigate through life facing these challenges, I tap into my belief in Godfidence. I recognize my power. I recognize I am affirmed. I recognize I was not condemned. And it's the God in me that'll keep me out here thriving and vibing. Which rolls into the next core belief, authenticity. I am going to be authentic in my existence. I understand that my authentic existence is a complement to how God created me. And I'm in tune with the power that living in that authenticity gives me. My authenticity manifests in showing up in space in my Blackness, showing up in space manifesting through me being non-binary, and holding firm to that belief while also having the understanding that yes, we all have spaces to grow and develop, and my growth and development will come from my authenticity. It's not going to come from a version of what someone else has for me, about me, or how they think my life should be. And something I want to note, throughout my life, I have gotten to this place of having that confidence and living in my authenticity. I have also experienced spaces and places and circumstances where safety was a concern, and being my authentic self was not how I could exist. Through these many years of life, I have intentionally made moves, created spaces that were affirming, that were secure, and that were sustainable so that I could live in this place of authenticity. Whether that's intentional about where I work in my working environment and being prepared and planning to make the moves that needed to be made to be in an affirming space, and also making personal decisions when it comes to family and friends, and also in places where I gauge, where I live, that they would pour into my authentic existence and not be exclusionary spaces or taking away from me. Number 3, belief in purpose and assignment. I am a unique being, as we all are. We all have our own certain experiences, own set of circumstances that we have dealt with, thoughts and ways of being, things that interest us, things we are not interested in. And through this unique experience, I have my own set of skills, gifts, and talents. There is purpose for my life upon my creation. And so I believe in tapping into that purpose and fulfilling the assignments that God gives you throughout life so that you are manifesting and fulfilling that purpose. As I think back over particularly the past 5 years of my life, I've been very, very intentional about my professional career and the roles that I've accepted and the path that I have taken, have ensured that I am working in purpose, that I am using my gifts, my talents, my skill set that for me are fulfilling, and also find it very rewarding to expand beyond just my 9 to 5. Those things personally that give me fulfillment and pour into me. Something that I've noticed that happens to me when I am not necessarily making the moves or decisions of working in purpose and fulfilling and executing those assignments that God has put on my life, I feel this constant pull, feel this constant uneasiness, because I know that I am not tapping into those things that I have an assignment to do so that I am fulfilling purpose. And the fourth belief, peace and joy. Peace and joy are gifts from God. I am very protective of my peace and living in joy. For me, peace and joy are one way that liberation manifests itself. And having Black, non-binary joy is my form of resistance. It is my self-care. Now, does that mean that hardships, challenges, obstacles, hurtful and harmful things don't happen and don't occur? Absolutely not. However, I position myself to see myself through them. And seeing through still means that you take the time and you deal with what's happening. But I still see myself through, because ultimately what I am going to get back to is my peace and joy. I make the choice to not stay in the place to keep me in that unrest. All right, y'all, so those were 4 core beliefs that I have to living an affirmed life. And again, the next video will be about how I live out those beliefs through daily practice. So, sound like something you vibing with? Subscribe. Let's vibe. Share. Make sure you're notified when I post. Remember, God did not create you to condemn you. Be authentic in your existence. Be blessed, and I'll catch y'all later.
Stay up, counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, pray up. On track, now we going way up. Yeah, we going